Life doesn't care about your tears, your excuses, or the softness you hide behind. The world is cold, ruthless, and waiting for you to break. And every time you let weakness run your decisions, you prove it right. Pain is not your enemy. Comfort is. Comfort is the poison dripping into your veins, whispering that it's okay to quit, to cry, to give up, before the fight is even real. Weak feelings are the chains holding you down, and you wear them proudly, as if suffering makes you noble. It doesn't. No one claps for your brokenness, no one saves you from your fears, and no one gives you respect for surrendering. You want power? Then starve your weakness. You want success? Then strangle your excuses. You want to live like a warrior, not a beggar? Then kill your weak feelings right now. The universe rewards those who push through storms, not those who hide under the covers. Stop being a victim of your own emotions, become the executioner of them. Every tear, every doubt, every hesitation must be slaughtered. The battlefield of life belongs to killers of weakness, not worshippers of it. Choose now, slave of feelings or master of destiny. Weak feelings are chains. Destroy them before they destroy you. These chains are not made of steel. They are far heavier because they live inside your mind and body. They cling to your heart every time you hesitate, every time you doubt, every time you choose comfort instead of struggle. Weak feelings are the silent killers of greatness, the invisible prisons that millions live in without even realizing. You think you are free because no one ties you to a wall, yet your emotions keep you locked in place more brutally than any rope ever could. You wake up tired and your weakness says stay in bed. You face a challenge and your weakness whispers not today. You want to pursue a dream and weakness laughs, telling you it's impossible. How many years will you let weakness write the story of your life? The truth is simple but brutal. Weak feelings are the enemy of destiny. Every person who has ever achieved something extraordinary has faced the same emotions you do: fear, doubt, insecurity, laziness. But they made a choice that you keep running from. They looked their weak feelings in the face and killed them. Do you know why they are remembered, respected, and celebrated? Because they didn't bow to emotions, they forced emotions to bow to them. Weak people believe feelings should guide their actions. Strong people act no matter what they feel. That is the difference between living a life of regret and living a life of victory. Weakness is seductive because it feels safe. It tells you that you can avoid pain if you avoid effort. It tells you that if you stay comfortable, life won't hurt you. But that's the biggest lie you've ever been sold. Avoiding the pain of effort doesn't save you from pain. It delivers you into a lifetime of deeper, endless suffering. The pain of weakness is heavier than the pain of discipline. The suffering of regret is far greater than the suffering of hard work. When you avoid temporary struggle, you choose permanent failure. Weak feelings don't just make you lose a day, they make you lose your life. Destroying weak feelings doesn't mean you won't feel them. It means you refuse to let them command you. You will feel tired, but you will move anyway. You will feel scared, but you will fight anyway. You will feel doubt, but you will act anyway. Every single time you crush weakness under your feet, you grow stronger. And every single time you obey it, you shrink. Weakness feeds when you listen to it, but it starves when you ignore it. This is the battle most people never fight, and that's why they never rise. They don't lose to the world, they lose to themselves. Understand this, nobody is coming to save you from your weakness. No one will pull you out of your excuses. No one will carry you past your fears. No one will hold your hand to greatness. This is your war, and if you don't fight it, you will die defeated. People respect warriors, not victims. They admire those who conquer themselves, not those who surrender to feelings. Ask yourself, what kind of person do you want to be remembered as? The one who was enslaved by emotions or the one who enslaved them? You kill your weak feelings with discipline, with action, with consistency. Discipline is the weapon that slaughters hesitation. Action is the fire that burns away fear. Consistency is the hammer that smashes doubt into dust. Every rep in the gym, every extra hour of work, every decision to do what's hard instead of what's easy is another chain broken, another weakness buried. Do not underestimate the power of small victories. Each time you say no to weakness, you are building a stronger version of yourself. Each time you obey weakness, you are digging your own grave. Weak feelings want to convince you that tomorrow is the day to start. Tomorrow is a lie. Tomorrow is the language of the weak. Warriors know that the only time is now. You either rise now or you never rise at all. Life doesn't wait for your mood to improve. Life doesn't wait for you to feel ready. The opportunities you waste while listening to weakness will never return. Time is the one enemy you cannot defeat, so don't waste it serving weakness. The chains are heavy, but they are not unbreakable. Every great human who has walked this earth has felt exactly what you feel. They had mornings when they didn't want to rise. They had battles with fear that seemed impossible, but they made a choice you must make now. They killed their weak feelings. That is the only way forward. You will never conquer the world if you cannot conquer yourself. You will never dominate in any arena if your emotions dominate you. So stop justifying your weakness, stop defending your excuses, stop crying about your struggles as if anyone cares. No one cares. The world only notices results, not excuses. If you want respect, strength, and freedom, then become the kind of person who destroys weakness every time it shows its face. There is no other path. Weakness is death. Strength is life. Weak feelings are chains. Destroy them before they destroy you. Comfort is poison. Embrace pain to grow stronger. Comfort looks sweet. It feels warm. It seduces you with soft pillows, easy choices, and temporary relief. But behind its smiling mask, comfort is a silent assassin. It robs you of urgency. It dulls your hunger. It steals your ambition and whispers to you that mediocrity is enough. Comfort doesn't stab you in the chest. It poisons you slowly, drop by drop, until one day you wake up with no fight left inside you. No drive, no passion, no fire. Comfort doesn't kill your body, it kills your spirit, and when the spirit dies, the body becomes nothing more than a breathing corpse. Pain, on the other hand, is life's purest teacher. Pain is not your enemy, it is your greatest ally if you understand it. Pain shows you where you are weak. Pain shows you where you need to grow. Pain strips away illusions and forces you to confront who you really are. Every moment of discomfort is an invitation to transformation. Every drop of sweat, every burning muscle, every sleepless night grinding toward a vision is proof that you are alive, proof that you are willing to go where others won't. The ones who reject pain never taste greatness because greatness is born inside fire. You cannot sharpen steel without friction. You cannot build muscle without tearing fibers. You cannot create strength without enduring struggle. Comfort breeds weakness, pain breeds warriors. Just think about history. Every person remembered as extraordinary did not live in comfort. They did not chase ease. They embraced hardship. They walked into storms when others ran. They bled. They sacrificed. They endured. And that is why their names echo long after they are gone. The comfort seekers are forgotten. Nobody remembers the man who chose the couch. Nobody admires the one who avoided the fight. The graveyard is filled with people who chose comfort and their lives ended with quiet regret. But those who chose pain, who saw struggle as fuel, they are remembered as conquerors. You say you want strength, but how can strength grow when you feed yourself comfort every day? Strength is not built in relaxation, it is forged in pressure. Discipline is not born in comfort, it is born in sacrifice. Success does not come from the easy path, it comes from the road paved with sweat, tears, and blood. Comfort makes you fragile. It convinces you that you deserve rest before you've earned it. It tells you that life is supposed to be easy, when in reality, life is war. Every day is a battle, and the enemy is not out there. It is the weakness inside you whispering, relax, take it easy, you've done enough. That voice is lying. You have not done enough. You have not even started. The pain you avoid today will become the regret that haunts you tomorrow. That workout you skipped because it was uncomfortable, that opportunity you ignored because it demanded too much, that risk you avoided because it scared you, all of it piles up into a mountain of regret. And regret is the heaviest burden a human being can carry. You cannot escape it. But here is the truth. The pain of discipline weighs ounces. The pain of regret weighs tons. You can suffer now in controlled doses, or you can suffer forever with the knowledge that you quit. Which pain do you prefer? You must rewire your mind to see pain not as punishment, but as power. The moment something feels uncomfortable is the exact moment you should lean into it. The body resists, the mind resists, but if you push through, you emerge stronger every single time. The gym hurts, but the strength remains. The late nights hurt, but the rewards remain. The rejection stings, but the lessons remain. Pain is temporary, but the growth it brings is permanent. Comfort is temporary, but the weakness it creates is permanent too. Choose carefully. When you choose pain, you build a shield around your soul. Suddenly, the storms of life don't break you because you've trained in the fire. Suddenly, the chaos of the world doesn't crush you because you've learned to endure. Pain is preparation. Every hardship you embrace today makes you bulletproof tomorrow. That is why warriors walk toward pain while the weak run from it. They know pain is the only path to becoming unshakable. The tragedy of modern life is that most people live addicted to comfort. They sit, they scroll, they eat, they complain, but they never fight. They live like cattle waiting for slaughter, and then they wonder why life feels empty. The answer is simple. Comfort killed their spirit. The cure is even simpler. Embrace pain, embrace challenge, embrace the grind. When you learn to love pain, you become unstoppable. Because while others break under pressure, you thrive in it. While others beg for comfort, you are fueled by discomfort. While others quit, you rise. Comfort is poison. Embrace pain to grow stronger. It's not just a phrase, it's a law of life. If you run from pain, you will live a small life, safe but meaningless. If you embrace pain, you will build a life of strength, respect, and freedom. The choice is yours: poison or power, comfort or greatness, weakness or greatness. Respect is earned through resilience, not excuses. Excuses are the language of the weak, the currency of failure, the shield cowards hide behind when the weight of responsibility becomes too heavy. Anyone can open their mouth and blame the world, their circumstances, their past, or even their emotions for why they aren't where they want to be. But excuses have never built empires. Excuses have never forged champions. Excuses have never commanded respect. What earns respect, what makes the world pause and acknowledge you, is resilience. The ability to stand up when you've been knocked down, to fight when your body screams to quit, to persist when every voice around you says it's over. Resilience is the purest test of character. It's easy to act strong when things are going well. It's easy to smile when life gives you what you want. But when the storm hits, when the ground shakes beneath you, when your dreams are crumbling in front of your eyes, that's when the truth is revealed. You stand? Do you endure? You fight back? Or do you run? Do you cry? Do you surrender to excuses? This is where respect is earned, because the world recognizes the fighter who refuses to break. People might not like you, they might even hate you, but they will respect you if they know you cannot be defeated. Excuses are cheap, and that's why everyone has them. Everyone has a story about why they couldn't succeed, why they couldn't try, why they couldn't push harder. Excuses sound different from person to person, but they all mean the same thing. I chose weakness over resilience. And every time you choose that, you sell your respect for nothing. No one respects the man who gave up on himself. No one respects the person who ran from adversity. They may pity you, they may comfort you, but respect, never. Respect is too expensive to be bought with pity. It is purchased only with strength. Resilience is the refusal to quit no matter how unfair life seems. Life will test you with failure, with betrayal, with pain, with loss. It will break you down to your knees and make you question everything. And in those moments, you have two choices: excuse or resilience. If you choose excuses, you stay down, you justify your defeat and live in regret. If you choose resilience, you rise again. Maybe slowly, maybe painfully, but you rise. And every rise builds your strength. Every comeback adds to your reputation. Every refusal to quit makes you untouchable. That is how respect is carved. Through scars, through endurance, through unbreakable spirit. Think about the people you admire. Are they admired because they had easy lives? Are they respected because everything was handed to them? No, they are admired because they suffered and refused to quit. They are respected because life gave them every reason to make excuses, but they rejected them all and kept moving. That's why their names are remembered while the excuse makers fade into silence. The world doesn't honor excuses, it honors resilience. Resilience is not about never falling, it is about never staying down. You will fail, you will lose, you will fall short again and again. That's not weakness, that's reality. Weakness is staying there, blaming everything and everyone but yourself. Strength is standing back up and saying, hit me again, I will not break. That attitude terrifies the world because nothing can stop someone who refuses to be stopped. Respect flows naturally toward that kind of spirit because everyone sees in you what they wish they had in themselves. The courage to endure. Excuses keep you small. Excuses keep you invisible. Resilience makes you stand out. Resilience forces the world to notice. People may try to ignore you, but they cannot ignore someone who keeps showing up, who keeps grinding, who keeps refusing to be broken. They may laugh at you in the beginning, they may doubt you in the middle, but they will respect you in the end when they realize nothing could defeat you. The truth is, respect is not demanded, it is earned in the arena of struggle. You cannot beg people to respect you. You cannot talk your way into it. Respect is forged when you bleed, when you sweat, when you fight through battles no one thought you could win. It is built when you carry on through loneliness, through rejection, through doubt. Every excuse kills your chance at respect, but every resilient act adds bricks to the foundation of your legacy. So ask yourself, do you want sympathy or do you want respect? Sympathy is cheap. Anyone can get it by being weak. Respect is rare. Only the strong, only the resilient can claim it. The moment you stop justifying your weakness and start proving your resilience, everything changes. Doors open, people notice, opportunities appear. The world bows to resilience and spits on excuses. Respect is earned through resilience, not excuses. Never forget this truth. Kill your excuses or they will kill your future. Embrace resilience and you will earn not only respect, but also freedom, power, and an unshakable legacy. Emotions must be controlled, not obeyed. Your emotions are powerful, but they're not meant to be your master. They are signals, not commands. The tragedy is that most people live as slaves to their feelings, moving like puppets every time their emotions pull the strings. They wake up tired, so they obey and stay in bed. They feel afraid, so they obey and never take the risk. They feel doubt, so they obey and never try. And then they wonder why their life is stuck, why success feels so far, why nothing changes. It is because they keep kneeling to emotions instead of standing above them. Your feelings will lie to you. They will tell you to quit when victory is just one step away. They will tell you to stop when you still have fuel in the tank. They will tell you that comfort is better than discipline, that fear is safer than courage, that doubt is smarter than action. If you obey, your emotions will destroy you. If you control them, your emotions can serve you. Because emotions themselves are not the enemy. Weak obedience to them is the strongest warriors feel fear, but they do not obey it. They feel anger, but they channel it. They feel pain, but they turn it into fuel. That is the difference between the ones who rise and the ones who fall. Imagine a soldier in battle obeying his emotions. Fear tells him to run. Sadness tells him to cry. Anger tells him to lose control. He would be dead in minutes. Victory belongs only to the one who feels fear but marches forward, who feels anger but uses it with precision, who feels pain but still completes the mission. Life is no different. Life is a battlefield, and your emotions are loud voices trying to mislead you. If you cannot control them, you cannot win. Control does not mean suppression. It does not mean pretending emotions don't exist. It means mastering them, directing them, using them as tools. Anger is destructive when obeyed blindly, but when controlled, it becomes energy, drive, and fire to keep moving. Fear paralyzes when obeyed, but when controlled, it sharpens your senses, makes you cautious, makes you prepared. Sadness can break you when obeyed, but when controlled, it can fuel growth, reflection, and wisdom. The difference between a weak man and a strong man is not that one feels emotions and the other doesn't. It's that the strong one has trained himself to command them. Look at the most disciplined people in history. Do you think they never felt tired? Do you think they never felt doubt or laziness? They felt all of it, but they didn't obey it. They acted in spite of it. That is discipline, choosing action over emotion, choosing responsibility over comfort, choosing mission over mood. Discipline is freedom, and discipline is only possible when you control emotions instead of obeying them. The world does not respect emotional slaves. No one admires the person who collapses under feelings. No one builds legacies by obeying moods. Respect, power, and success belong to those who rise above emotions and make decisions based on purpose. The businessman who controls fear wins deals. The fighter who controls pain wins battles. The leader who controls anger inspires nations. Control is the mark of greatness. Every day you will be tested. You will feel lazy, afraid, insecure, angry, doubtful. That is normal. What matters is not what you feel, it's what you do, despite what you feel. Weak people believe feelings justify inaction. Strong people believe feelings are irrelevant compared to duty. Your future does not care if you are tired. Your dreams do not care if you are afraid. Your destiny does not care if you doubt yourself. What matters is whether you took action anyway. If you want control, you must train it like a muscle. Start small. When your emotions tell you to stop, push one more rep. When they tell you to sleep in, rise earlier. When they tell you to quit, go one more day. Each act of defiance strengthens your control. Over time, you will no longer be a servant to emotions. You will be their master. That mastery is rare, and that mastery is what separates leaders from followers, legends from ordinary men. Emotions must be controlled, not obeyed. Every time you kneel to your feelings, you lose power. Every time you rise above them, you gain power. Success belongs to the one who controls emotions and turns them into fuel for greatness. Weakness belongs to the one who obeys them and lives forever chained. Your emotions are real, but they are not rulers. You are. Take control or be controlled. Lead or be led. Build your destiny or be destroyed by your feelings. Kill weakness to rise as master of your destiny. Weakness is the invisible cage that holds more people prisoner than any wall, chain, or lock ever could. It disguises itself as comfort, excuses, procrastination, and self-pity. It hides in your habits, in your thoughts, in your choices, whispering to you every day that it's okay to settle, it's okay to quit, it's okay to stay small. Weakness doesn't scream, it whispers. It convinces you to surrender piece by piece until there is nothing left of your fire, your ambition, your greatness. That is why weakness must be hunted down and killed before it kills you. Weakness wants you to believe it is part of who you are, that you are born fragile, soft, and limited. But that is a lie. You are not born to obey weakness. You are born to conquer it. Weakness is not your nature. It is a choice. Every time you say yes to fear, yes to doubt, yes to laziness, you choose weakness. And every time you push back, every time you say no to excuses and yes to discipline, you are killing weakness and rising into strength. Your destiny will not wait for you to be ready. It will only appear when you have proven that you are ruthless enough to destroy the parts of yourself that hold you back. Life is not kind to the weak. The weak are ignored, forgotten, dominated, and consumed by the strong. That's how nature works. And that's how life works. If you remain weak, the world will eat you alive. If you kill weakness, the world will bow before your strength. This is not cruelty, this is reality. The universe respects power, and power only comes when you tear weakness from your soul and crush it underfoot. Stop waiting for miracles. Stop praying for destiny to bless you. Stop hoping for luck. None of it matters until you kill weakness. The process is brutal, but it is necessary. Killing weakness means facing yourself without lies. It means admitting that you've been soft, that you've surrendered too many times, that you've obeyed your emotions instead of commanding them. It means ripping apart your comfort zone and walking into pain, into discipline, into struggle. Weakness cannot survive when tested in fire, but fire is exactly where you must go. Every rep in the gym, every late night of work, every sacrifice of comfort is a blade stabbing into the heart of weakness. With each strike, you rise. With each strike, you reclaim more of your destiny. Destiny belongs only to the strong. The world does not hand crowns to the fragile. It crowns warriors, fighters, survivors. To rise as master of your destiny, you must first become master of yourself. That means mastering your thoughts, your actions, your habits, your discipline. Weakness wants control of all of it, but you must rip control away and seize it with unshakable will. Discipline is the sword, sacrifice is the shield, relentless action is the battlefield. Kill weakness with these weapons, and you will rise. Ask yourself honestly, how many times has weakness stolen from you already? How many opportunities have you let slip away because you were too afraid, too tired, too lazy? How many times have you looked back and said, I could have done more? That is the tax weakness demands, a tax paid with regret. But regret is not destiny. Regret is death. You cannot live as a master if you live haunted by what you didn't do. The only cure is to kill weakness now, to stop feeding it excuses, to starve it with discipline and action until it withers and dies. Killing weakness does not mean you will never feel it again. Weakness will always be there, lurking, waiting for a moment to slip back in. But once you commit to killing it daily, once you commit to never giving it power, you rise above it. That is mastery. The difference between the strong and the weak is not that the strong never feel weakness. It's that the strong execute anyway. They treat weakness like an enemy to be crushed, not a friend to be obeyed. When you live this way, when you declare war on weakness, everything changes. Fear no longer stops you, doubt no longer defines you, laziness no longer controls you. You become unstoppable because weakness has no power over you anymore. And when you are unstoppable, destiny bends to your will. You are no longer a slave of circumstances, no longer a victim of excuses. You are the master of your path, the ruler of your fate. Kill weakness to rise as master of your destiny. There is no other path. You either destroy the weakness within you, or it will destroy the life you were meant to live. No one will do it for you. No one will save you. This is your fight, your responsibility, your destiny. The battlefield is within, and the war is now. Kill weakness and rise. When the dust of your life settles and you look back on the years you've lived, one truth will stand out like fire in the dark. Every moment you fed weakness stole a piece of your destiny, and every moment you killed it brought you closer to greatness. Weakness is not harmless. It is the silent thief that robs men of their potential, that steals dreams before they are born, that buries legacies before they can rise. But strength, forged through the destruction of weakness, is eternal. It echoes in your victories, in the respect you command, in the lives you inspire. Do not live another day chained by excuses, fears, and fragile emotions. Do not waste another second bowing to the softness that has ruined countless lives. You are not here to surrender. You are here to conquer. Your destiny is not written by weakness. It is written by strength, by resilience, by the unbreakable will to rise above every obstacle. Kill weakness every morning, every night, every time it dares to speak. Inside you, kill it without mercy and watch your life transform into a weapon of power and purpose. Kill weakness and rise as the true master of your destiny.